Good morning, everyone. It's time once again for our weekly visit with Dan Yagi from Ag Performance of Buffalo Center and Ormsby. Good morning, Danny boy.
Rolls, you're looking sharp as always again. You always roll in here looking good.
Well,
more people, I wish they'd come in with a tie, too. That impression is awesome.
Exactly. Like I say, Dan, you got to dress for success, my friend.
I got jeans on. It's not going to succeed, but that's what everybody else does. But you look awesome. You do, Rice. It just makes you feel good when you dress up. I do, too.
Exactly. Well, our topic of discussion here today, and we've been talking about this a lot lately, cash flows and everything here. And, well, let's face it, things have gotten tighter and tighter and tighter cash flow-wise, haven't they?
You know, being in the sales thing, just selling products and services, everything was going quite well up till the first of the year. I mean, we were selling. Everything has gotten dead. And I talked to all my buddies selling whatever that I'm friends with, not with us, but with other companies. Mm-hmm. They're saying the same thing. Here's what's going on, Royce. Everybody's scared. Their cash flow. Last year, they go in the banker, probably put $7 on the balance sheet. They actually sold it for $5. If they had 200,000 bushels, they lost 400,000. This year, they come in and put in their balance sheet. Same time for this year's crop, they're going to get $6-7 for it. It's down to $4.50 or even lower. People are scared. They're going to lose another 100, 200,000, whatever that number is. Guys don't know what to do. Everybody is sitting in that right now and even taking their time to make decisions. Okay, am I going to plant this? Am I going to put this chemical on? Am I going to cut back on fertilizer? Honestly, everybody's thinking that. And it's depressing. It really is. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know how to say this, but with this world, what's going on today is very, very sad. We don't know who to trust. You know, our congressional people, we're sick and tired of them not sticking up for the people. You don't have to talk about any party. You can throw them all together. They're not doing. We don't know who to trust that talks to us. We're confused on that part of it. One thing that is great that I'll say here is we're in the Midwest. We know the people that are beside us as neighbors and friends. Thank God we live here, that we don't live in the cities. My wife's in real estate. You cannot believe in the last 3 years the number of people moving out of large cities. I would say 30 to 45% of her sales are people out of large cities getting to the Midwest where they know their neighbor, they can maybe trust their neighbor. Not saying their neighbor in the city was bad, but it is way different than it is here. You know, this has to come to an end here soon, what's going on in America and really over the whole world. And I'm going to say this, I think we're kind of living in a pantomime. I don't want to get any deeper than that, but I think it has to get a little worse before we realize how bad this is. And whatever the truth is, it needs to come out because it's affecting all of us in business, in our churches, in our communities. I don't want to be Debbie Downer today, but this thing is really serious and someone has to talk about it. Everybody's afraid sometimes to talk on air. I'm not at all. I could get way deeper in this. There's no reason because we don't have the answers. But we know this is basically down to, it's not political. This is God versus Satan, what it's down to. And we have to make a choice, I think. And I'm not on a soap opera or on a pulpit trying to say that. I'm just a common person like everyone else out here. This is what it's down to, and everybody feels it.
All right, if anyone has any questions or comments about anything you and I talk about on a weekly basis here, Dan, how'd they get a hold of you?
Call us at Ag Performance at 641-562-2370. That just kind of calmed us down, didn't it?
I think it did, yes. I think you're right.
It is. I think we all have to. But it's not as so, we just got to all come together, work together. Even though we got different beliefs and different stuff, that is fine. Even if we think this or that's going on, not going on, that is fine. When it gets bad, we all got to stick together. I mean, us as a community, in these communities, we got to stick like glue and we got to protect ourselves. Because I don't know who we need to trust really right now, but the people we know.
Dan, have a great week. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks, Rice.
All right, visiting with Dan Yagi from Ag Performance of Buffalo Center in Ormsby.